Okay.
Aye.
Action.
So,
All
tell you
right,
what, I'll ask questions. Hey, Mr. Happy, and we're just going to talk with Michael here from MB Media about the recent production he did in the States. Michael, tell us about the first few days.
Well, I suppose one has to take a step back and say that with any song, people bring their own interpretation to it. They bring their own emotions, their own experiences. So no two people see or hear a song exactly the same way. But with this song, Kingdom of the Lost, the guys in the band used two words I suppose, isolation and loneliness. And that's the underlying theme. So it seemed to me that if the song's about an Irishman missing home on a superficial level, it could be anybody, any nationality, anywhere in a strange city, even living a high life but missing home. So it was finding images that go with that, and the ideal way seemed to be to take a road trip. And I suppose in having this mysterious driver of the Mustang convertible, the notion is that people will identify that with that. We all love road trips. We all love the big American road trip. So in a sense, we're behind that wheel. We're taking this journey, and we are seeing those images from the car as we drive from LA up the Pacific Coast Highway and on to San Francisco.
Okay. So when approaching the whole idea, what was your? I suppose you've already talked a bit about your vision for it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it like? The time frame we had, the planning of the journeys, all that kind of stuff. What was it like for you? Is that a good question?
Ooh. Well, I mean, I've done a lot of road trips in the US before, but it was a tight time frame to do what we had to do to try and fulfill the vision. So I planned everything before we left Belfast. Tried not to drive too far in any one day, but I mean, even in LA, time just gets soaked up when you go from one end of the city to the other. So that was complex. As you both experienced, the heat was incredible. You're not used to that. But everything was planned as far as it could be in advance. But one of the exciting things for me always is to see what happens when we're there and what unfolds, and then react to what unfolds.
Yeah, I think for me, what became apparent really on was that you just ask somebody to participate in the video, and you've got a story, and they're prepared to tell their story.
Yeah.
Every single person we have met, we've had some connectivity afterwards, so we haven't just shot it and left it, sort of thing. And I think that's what surprised me, the fact that people were so willing to give up of their personal life and tell you something about. And hopefully that comes across, because from the guy Craig that we met on Venice Beach, to Nelson, the guy, the waiter in Monterey, and those folks that we met down in the coffee shop today, within seconds of coming into contact with them, they're telling you their life story, and they're interested in what we're doing, you know. So although I think there's a lot of imagery in the video, there's a lot of personality in it too. And as I say, what was lovely was we had interaction with them afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, and we got to know a bit about them, you know, and that's been a lovely part of the trip too, you know. I hope that comes across in the video.
So just sidestepping the video for a second, what do you think culturally it is? Do you think it's easier making videos as Irishmen in America than it is?
I think you probably come to it with a new eye, you know, and I suppose maybe, you know, we've spoken to people who have said they haven't really appreciated San Francisco until we've sort of taken them out. And,
okay, yeah.
You know, and they've guided us around, and all of a sudden they went, wow. You know, I've maybe been looking down too much, and
okay.
You know, so.
Yeah, and I think one of the most dramatic elements of that for me was Salvation Mountain, which you tickled you so much and you laughed so much that all these people we asked who are Californians, and they've never heard of Salvation Mountain, they don't know where it is, what it is, but it is such a powerful image. and works with this video so well.
Yeah.
But the other thing for me is that thinking about that isolation and loneliness enables us to draw in other elements, to kind of paint a broader canvas and hopefully expand, I suppose, people's notions of what the song is. I mean, we start with a quote from Maya Angelou about the ache of loneliness. We intend at this stage to finish with a quote from Phil Lynott. And then in between that, we intend at this stage, who knows, because like the road trip where things unfold, that's what the edit's like. So other things might unfold and the plan may change somewhat. But it also spoke to me of what's known as the lost generation, a phrase coined by Gertrude Stein about a number of post-war primarily American authors, who felt alienated, wrote about alienation, and to me, what they have said adds to and works very well with the video.
Okay. So here we are on our last day, leaving in a few hours. How do we feel it's all gone?
Well, let me ask you then. How was it for you, darling?
How was it for me? Well, I think we were talking about it a bit last night. I have learned so much about myself, about filmmaking. I am a lot more relaxed, so I've definitely taken that from this trip. I think the shots I'm really happy with. I love how things have just come together. Like we went down for a shot today, one shot outside the pre-planning clinic, and we ended up meeting 2 more characters on top of that, which we would not have had. And we were missing our hot chick from the video, the guy, the painting guy, Neil. I love how that's happened each step of the way. The 3 of us have kept discovering this, like, click as you keep calling it, where things just click into place that we couldn't have planned for back sitting in Belfast. And that's what I've loved, how organic this trip has been, how organic the video has been, the making of it.
And one of the great things too is that our relationship between the 3 of us has developed too. I mean, we haven't been separated basically at any stage.
I never want to see it too.
That's true. The 3rd day we were like, are we gonna hate each other by the length?
Are we going to click?
Yeah.
But we clicked all right. It's
well.
just been a fantastic experience.
Yeah.
But one of the fun things for me was the way you were like an excited puppy and you were always ready to go and get the next image. Jumping out of the car at a stop to go and get a shot, and jumping back in again, and not even using the door, just over the top, in the back seat, which is one of the joys of filming from a convertible.
That's it,
But I mean, I think we have all had a huge enthusiasm for this project, for our road trip together.
Yes.
Which leads into the images. But I'm just so delighted with the images that you have got. And
Cool.
I think there's a line in a John Prine song which you'll be familiar with. To paraphrase the whole trip for me, it's if you're walking down the street someday, don't just stop and stare. Say hello
in there.
And that's what I think we've done.
Yeah. Okay.
Time to get the plane.
Think so.
We have talked about the impressive people and thanked the people, but the boxer dog,
Oh,
a lovely
jeez.
boxer dog,
Yeah.
who by chance we were able to film on the very day that he is going to be put down.
Yeah.
And we'll give that footage to the people. But he was so intelligent, he knew what we were at, and he just looked at us.
Yeah.
So thanks to the dog as well.
He will be immortalized.
I hope he's in doggy heaven now.
Yeah. It's been a lot of heartbreak.
It's been emotional.
It's been emotional. But that's it. That's all we have to say. I'm sure we're going to spend the next few weeks, months, probably years, reflecting on the trip. And hopefully we can just bring out of the video the spirit of what we were doing.
Yeah.
I suppose the other thing we should say is go watch these guys. They're on tour.
Yes.
Start next week,
Yep.
crossing Europe. So you're in for something special. So
Oh, yes.
check out the video. Go watch the band. Black Star Red.
Cut.
Come here on listen to me, boys, for the story that I tell. I crossed the sea from Aaron Shore, a man condemned to sail to land of milk and honey and whiskey by the pail. They promised me a future there, a life that would not fail.